understanding is you've got some of the same organizers now going back into these communities to try to clean up in the aftermath of a handful of protesters, a handful of criminals and thugs who tore up the place. When individuals get crowbars and start prying open doors to loot, they're not protesting. They're not making a statement. They're stealing. When they burn down a building, they're committing arson. A handful of people taking advantage of the situation for their own purposes, and they need to be treated as criminals.
All Americans were rightly sickened and revolted by the brutal death of George Floyd. Justice will be served. He will not have died in vain. Our nation has been gripped by professional anarchists, violent mobs, arsonists, looters, criminals, rioters, Antifa, and others. A number of state and local governments have failed to take necessary action to safeguard their residents.
Cynical, soulless, craven corporations like Pepsi, Intel, and Airbnb are funding this chaos. They're giving money to Black Lives Matter, which is pushing to defund the police. But it isn't just major corporations that are fueling all of this. Celebrities are too, by paying to get violent rioters out of jail. As we read through this, we're going to scroll through their names on the right side of the screen. First off, actor Steve Carell from The Office donated to the Minnesota Freedom Fund, which is providing bail to rioters. Seth Rogen, Don Cheadle, Janelle Monáe donated as well. The cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, a police comedy, gave $100,000 to help bail out people who may very well have attacked those they portray on TV. Hollywood power couple Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds donated $200,000 to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, a group that is claiming that any violence is due to cops, not protesters, right? Rapper Lil Nas X urged his 4.7 million Twitter followers to donate to bail groups in Chicago, New York, and Philadelphia and elsewhere. Imagine if he had used those followers instead to help small businesses destroyed by the riots he helped incite.
But where there is no law, there is no opportunity. Where there is no justice, there is no liberty. Where there is no safety, there is no future. We must never give in to anger or hatred. If malice or violence reigns, then none of us is free. I take these actions today with firm resolve and with a true and passionate love for our country. By far, our greatest days lie ahead.